welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. It always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Now Prescott faking it on the end around and looking to throw. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott now. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
1st down, Dallas.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They go play action. Daniels. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football.
Ready.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Daniels. And they're going to get him. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Calling a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a fourth down. 4th and goal.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. Gay's kick is good, and the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Prescott from the gun. Pickens on the slant. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Throwing, Prescott. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Here's 2nd and 10.
A loss of a yard.
There's Prescott. And once again, this is Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Miles Sanders. It's a gain of 6.
Prescott yet again. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
It returns it right back to Samuel. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
To the air goes Daniels.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect.
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
To throw is Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. catch and run. 33 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
That's another Washington first down. First and
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this fourth quarter. On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Let's go now.
Now Daniels. They'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Deebo Samuel
From 10 yards out.
And the Commanders have taken a fourth quarter lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
makes the score.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Dallas offense set for this next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
Flushed out right. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So now it may look bleak, but this one not over. They do have all 3 timeouts.
Even at this point on the field, where it looks like, you're really backed up, hold them to a field goal. That's the mantra right now. You hold them to a field goal, you still got a chance to take care of business on the other end. But you're right, the 3 timeouts are going to be key. How well they use them to preserve clock as well as stopping them, that's the key to giving them a chance to win.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels
Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Commanders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Gay to kick off for Washington.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 10. A minute 16 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
To throw, Prescott. He's got Pickens, complete. Here comes 2nd down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 28.
Now Prescott.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here's Dak. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Now Dak. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Here's Prescott.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the Commanders.
So there's the spike as it comes with 23 seconds to go.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
Prescott to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Get it. Cougar 19.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.